So here are some of my finds for the past couple weeks. Most of this stuff comes from flea markets, some from yard sales, and some from Craigslist. At the flea market this week I picked up some more He-Man stuff. Got two He-Mans here, different variations. One the original, kind of loose legs, but you know, little paint wear, but not too bad. And this is the one you put the snaps in his back, or the caps. Not sure how he fired them. I think he had like punches and they'd snap. Not really sure, but picked him up as part of the lot. Also with him came these pieces. So this guy, I don't know whether it's He-Man or something else, but he's obviously in pretty bad shape, missing everything, can't see his face, looked like he wore a hat. Same with this guy, missing all sorts of stuff. Looks like he had something in his chest that lights up. So once again, not sure if he's He-Man or something else. Same He-Man scale, so who knows. Got a leg. And got some random accessories to stuff that came in the He-Man lot. Looks like a Lego thing and a bunch of other stuff that's I haven't identified yet. But it did come with He-Man accessories. I think this is the perch for one of the birds, as well as the kind of harness that went on the bird. I think this is He-Man, but I'm not quite sure. That's probably not He-Man. Well, maybe He-Man. But got a sword, got an axe, got Skeletor's axe, got another axe, and some more accessories. This one has been marked on. I'm not sure that's going to come off. I know with some ink stuff you can actually put rubbing alcohol and it actually soaks up some of this ink. I've done that with Lego, but we'll have to see if it works on this soft plastic. So if it does, great. If it doesn't, you know, still works. I'll still put the accessory on the figure. Better to have one than not have one. So then I also got this He-Man figure. He's missing his little vest too, but I had to pick him up because it looks like a Sasquatch. I know that's not his name, but it's kind of cool. And I got one of these carded a few weeks ago, so now I have the loose version of the Robin Hood monk that was based off of the Gamorrean Guard. Kind of cool. Not a fan of the Robin Hood movie, but it's cool to have the figure just because of the Star Wars connection. And not the Gamorrean Guard he was based on, but did find a newer Gamorrean Guard. Too many of those. A couple other modern figures. The Rogue One figure, picked that up at the flea market. And a couple clone troopers. Yeah, one's missing a hand. Lost it, but figure if I get the figure elsewhere I can use the accessory so I can combine them. But cheap pickups at the flea market. Some Masters of the Universe little booklet that came with the figures. Kind of cool. Got a GoButt. Pretty nice shape. I know sometimes these lose their wheels and everything, so pretty good find. Good shape. This is also from the flea market. It's something I picked up. I like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I was actually in the first season of it as an extra, so in the background. But yeah, Chupa Chupas, or Chupa Chups, lollipops, tongue painter. There actually are some lollipops in here. I don't know how old these things are. Not going to try one, but you know, for $1 at the flea market, I picked this up because I thought it was neat. Another little accessory. I think that's a He-Man one too. One thing I got off of Craigslist, which is really cool. I like Star Trek as well as Star Wars. I got the Galoob alien figures. This guy listed all of these. So 5 Star Trek Galoob figures, and these aliens are the hardest to get. 15 bucks for all of them. He was listing $5 each or 15 bucks for all of them. Couldn't turn that down because, like I said, these are incredibly hard to find. Tasha, you find her a lot. She's not worth much, like $5-10 at the most. But these guys are really cool. They just have that kind of throwback look that's neat. So happy to get these. The cards are in pretty decent shape, really, but you know, for the price, can't turn that down. great figures. And then after one of the flea markets, I was randomly driving around yard sales, and I found these guys in a little basket with some stuffed figures. Picked them up because, you know, I can still use them for parts for other things. Yeah, like I said, they're pretty crappy. They're just spare parts. So the lady saw me carrying them around, and she's like, oh, you know, if you like that kind of stuff, I have more. So, you know, love hearing those words. So she went back inside and she brought out this case along with a bunch of newer figures, the 90s steroid figures. But this one got a nice little collection of very used figures, quite honestly, but still cool. You know, well-used Gamoran Guard, Squid Head, Ewoks, Dengar. You know, these all need cleaned because they're incredibly dirty, like I said. Very worn Biker Scout. But the cool thing, in this I'd actually seen she had a bag with all these weapons in it. And I saw these and I didn't get too excited because I can see right off the bat that a lot of these I actually segregated them, but they're reproduction weapons. But I saw this little R2-D2 lightsaber and got kind of excited. And in this second tray, there is indeed the pop-up R2-D2. You can see he's got, you know, pretty good stain to his sticker, but the sticker itself is pretty good. I mean, it's not hardly scuffed or anything. The dome's fairly clean. He's missing his saber, and the only one in it was this reproduction, which I keep all the reproductions. I keep them in little baggies. They're great for kids. They're great for people who don't care. I also keep them for reference. So these are the reproduction that came with it, but it also came with a pile of real weapons. So able to sort these out. So you have C-3PO's little baggie, then a collection. There was no Royal Guard here, but Royal Guard, Ewok weapons, you know, Fortuna. So nothing incredibly rare as far as weapons go, but it's always nice to get real weapons. And like I said, this is pretty much the prize. I mean, these figures, they're beaters, not worth much at all, but this sucker here, it's hard to find at a garage sale. So if you go to garage sales, you know, if you find something, pick it up and ask if they have something else. This one, like I said, I didn't even ask. The lady just saw me carrying them in it and asked if I wanted any more. But yeah, so be nice to people at yard sales because you don't know what they're going to bring out that they're like holding back. So that is it for this past couple of weeks. So not a whole lot, but really happy with what I did find. Yeah, this is my first ever Power of the Force figure found at a yard sale. And it's a nice one to find even without the saber. But it's really cool. So you never know what randomly you happen upon, but you know, I've been going to yard sales for years, and this is the first time I found one, so chances aren't high, but when it happens, it's great. So, keep hunting and see what else I can find.